Steph Curry getting recognized more and more. Tim Legler on board to break this down. We've talked about it a bunch. Golden State has so many sources of offense. We'll get to Curry in a second, but Durant was impeccable. The surprise 6 for 6 out of JaVale. Livingston was good. Clay was good. I mean, they can hit you from all sides.
Yeah, they can, and Cleveland has different schemes and strategies defensively for this team, but Golden State's always got an answer because they've got so many guys that can hurt you in so many ways. I just thought they played a really efficient game. Give them credit because Cleveland was going to be not only desperate, they were going to play with a huge chip on their shoulder tonight because of the way Game 1 ended. So for Golden State to really put them away the way that they did in the fourth quarter, really impressive. And you had your best 3 players play great all night.
Here's Curry going off. He actually shot poorly from 2, 9 of 17 from 3. So outside is where he was hot.
And I'll say this. These are incredibly tough shots, obviously. But I'll say for Steph Curry to get switches and get guys like Kevin Love and Larry Nance and Osman and guys in front of him that he knows laterally can't guard him, the freedom he has in his mind of what he's about to do to you, even though it looks like a contested shot, for a guy on that level, it's really not. And if they don't start adjusting their strategy with these switches on Steph Curry, they have no shot to win this series and maybe not win a game. I just don't understand the unnecessary switches that far out on the floor when that's all he's trying to get, is to get Kevin Love on me, because it's a futile defensive strategy, and they seem to be stuck with it, and they're going to continue to do it. So, Steph Curry, it looks difficult at home, but for a guy that good, those aren't as tough as you think because he's on that level.
And when he's not shooting it, he makes those cutting passes. Yes. They hit so many easy lanes. You'll hear from Steph presently in the show. All right. That looks like a blowout, but it really, really was closer than that final score, right? Cleveland had so many chances, they missed some open looks.
You and I were back there watching it, and I was pointing them out to you. Like, no team can hit you with a sledgehammer when you miss an opportunity the way Golden State can. Let me give you a couple examples. These are so demoralizing. So here you go. You withstood the early onslaught, and it's an 8-point game, middle of the second. You're making a run, you're feeling better, and you've got the ball. Now, here we go. And they operate the way they want to offensively. Nice split by LeBron. Freeze it right there. I mean, he's done what he needs to do. He's got the initial guy. He's got a guy here. He's got a guy here. Look what you end up with if you're the Cavaliers. I mean, take your pick. 3 legitimate, good 3-point shooters, all open. He makes the right play here. You even get a nice screen by Nance. Kevin Love, I mean, look at the distance he has when he catches this. It's an all-day wide open shot. That would have cut it to 5. Instead, here's what happens going the other way. And I don't really understand right here what they're trying to come. So they're switching everything, right? So Love switches onto Curry, but for some reason, so if he's going this way and you're Kevin Love, you should be handing him off to George Hill. But for some reason, Steph Curry goes this and he fakes and comes back, but Kevin Love is still trying to chase him. So I don't even understand really what the Cavs are trying to accomplish. But now Curry comes back and he makes a little bit more of a contested 3. And just like that, now we got an 11-point game. So that's a 6-point swing. Another example here. LeBron, again, doing his thing. Freeze it right there. He's got 4 guys occupied visually, and he looks up. Jeff Green wide open in the corner. Makes the swing. Again, it's an 8-point game. Trying to close out the quarter. Misses that shot. What happens on the other end? Kevin Durant comes down, and if you're Cleveland, you do the right thing here. You got 3 backline defenders. We're not guarding David West. Larry Nance gets to the edge. LeBron leaves Jordan Bell. Korver's in touch here. The only guy you're staying in contact with is Clay. You can't play it any better, right? We don't need to guard David West. Well, problem is David West goes up and he makes a contested 3 right after you miss an open one. Just like that, again, it's an 11-point game. For me, those are so significant in the momentum shift in the game. 5 feels a lot different than 11. And it's demoralizing, and your shoulders drop, and you can't believe, like, the onslaught that they hit you with. That's why the margin for error is so razor thin and why it's so tough to guard this team, Kenny, for 48 minutes.
Tim Legler with the complex breakdown. The simple news is 2-0 Golden State.
You got more basketball acumen on display.